Hello everybody, welcome to Michaeltechroom. Today's video is recording your music onto Camille in a fun and simple way to do. So, everybody, let's get going, shall we? Alright everybody, so let's talk about the music instrument, how to record, how you connect them completely. So what I got right here is a Casio piano. This one does have, where is it? The headphone output on it. So what I'm going to do is stop recording so you can get close up.
Shall we?
Oh, we got a headphone output to plug your normal headphone in. This one is the 3.0mm headphone jack. So being it's a 3.0mm jack, you need a special cord too. So you need a 3.0mm jack to two female to connect to the computer. So you need that. Now there's another style too, of course. So here is another style of 3.0mm headphone jack to left and right coaxial what the heck you call it? Input for your musical instrument. So if your musical instrument is using a coaxial left and right output, that's by these cords. These cords are relatively easy to buy on Amazon, eBay, stores too, so you can get them relatively easy. It's same as the 3.0mm jack that I got right here, so you should able relatively get them. So as I explained before, these cords are very easy, relatively get easy from store. Like I said, there was another style too, which this musical instrument only have the 3.0mm jack, which is a headphone output. So any instrument with a headphone output, you can able use to record your music. So that's what you can do. Now, like I said before, there was another style too, and another style is the coaxial output. So if you have a piano with a left and right, like I said before, I'm gonna say it again, it's relatively easy to get these left and right from an electronics store. So that's another thing too. So anything is going to be output, or any instrument with output, you can easily adapt to 3.0mm jack. So what we're going to do is talk about the software side of things relatively quick. Yeah. Alright, so we did talk about how you need by cords to connect it to the PC, but we're going to talk about, right behind me, another software called Audacity, which is a free and open source software that you don't have to buy or you don't have to pay $1 million. So right behind me is a free open source, like I said before. That's a software, recording software. So yeah. So let's look at Audacity. So a closer look to the Audacity recording software to record sounds and many other application. This application is many used with famous YouTubers such as Linus and many other YouTubers who use this as a that's many. They're not more than one. There's many stuff everybody uses this. So let's go over to the audacity page and let's talk about it. Alright, so here is the software download page to download Audacity. The link is audacity.sourceforge.net, but don't forget I can leave a link below the video so you can download and install it. So that's the download page for their software. Now another nice touch with this Audacity software is you don't have to have the latest hardware to do you recording and stuff. So as you can see, you can still run Windows XP 2000 XP, Vista, Windows 7, which I'm currently running, and Windows 8. So you can run all those versions. So you don't have to have the latest operating system. So if you want to be disconnected from the internet, have a chill time, you can use it on an older computer. So that's their download page 2. So that's step 1, to go over there and download. So next step number 2 is you need to do a lame MP3 encoder if you want to record your music in MP3 format, which MP3 format is a universal codec for MP3, and other many devices will associate with MP3. So that optional way if you want to save it in MP3. So if you want that, you can. Like I said before, I will definitely link these stuff down below the video. So that's another excuse me, another option if you want to do MP3 in codec. So yep, so that's the one to download. So let's walk over to the recording computer. Let's talk about how you can get up and running and going. Alright everybody, correction time before we go on to the port. I almost forgot about the 32-bit and 64-bit. So before you download or install it, you need to make sure you're running a 32-bit or a 64-bit. And the way to check on is with a computer icon, which I don't have a computer icon, but if you have a computer icon, so if we imagine a computer icon, so if I zoom in for you just a little bit, and if we focus, there we go. So if we pretend one of these icons is a computer icon, so what you're going to do is write. So when you write, you have option, and there should be in the menu option a computer option. So but I'm gonna go to the start menu, and there should be a proper one. So if I get out of that, move on to the start button. If we have computer, so like I said, if I right click, then if I go to property, I should able to get a window telling me to if it's a 32-bit or 64-bit. So we can be right back. Alright, so here is the window tell you about what version, like this command is running professional, tell you the date and the server packs it's running. So it will tell you Windows 7. It can give you a clear idea of what version, like if you're running 64 or 32-bit. Vista can tell you if you're running that too. So, but Windows XP is kind of funny when it doesn't tell you right off the get-go in this window that tell you if you're running a 64-bit or a 32. So that's the problem with Windows XP. So there's a little bit of digging around. So you might have to Google search for Windows XP. And I think auto operating system too. So I think so. I'm not quite sure if Windows 2000 will give you the same thing or not. So that's how you can tell. So once you figure out if it's a 64-bit or 32, that way you can install the application or download the correct one for your operating system to run. And back to the show. So once you got the software installed on your computer, you can go to the shortcut that created or in the start menu, which I have in all programs. So and there we go, Audacity right over here, and that's what it look like right off the bat. So once you got it installed, you can open it. That's what I was saying. So before we dive in the Audacity, what we need to do is we gotta enable a input. So if we go to the sound manager. So as you can see right here, we need to enable the line in, which I have all of it. Okay, it doesn't tell me. But we need to enable line in. So anytime you have a new computer, or anytime we install, for default, Windows will mute the line in. So you need to go to your speaker icon, if you have a speaker icon. So, and we want to go to, see here, if I remember correctly. And we want to open up the mixer with the input, which we got master, wave, CD, front and wheel, subwoofer, center channel, center and side, and right next to it, if I scroll on the side, line in. So you will see it like this. You will see the little check mark, that means that is muted. So what you need to do is uncheck mark this guy, and once you uncheck mark, the sound should go through okay. Now another thing too is, depending on what system is, you might have to raise your volume up. I usually keep it wide open because I keep it wide open so I can adjust the volume from my instrument, not from that. So that's why I have it high. So depending on what system, you got to raise the volume. So once you got unmuted, you can close out. Now another thing too is, there was a setting for headphone jack. So what we got is disable front head jack detection. Mute the rear panel output if the front headphone is plugged in. So I generally uncheck mark. The reason why I do that is this. You can plug two headphones. One in the front, which this headphone is at the front, and one at the rear. So you can have two plug-ins. So one for you, if this is a two-person, you would have one for you, your musical player. I guess the person playing the instrument, so you give them a headphone. For you, you would go to the front one, because obviously you're going to be near the computer. So, that's why you go to the winch and uncheck mark those settings like I described before. Once you click, you did uncheck mark those, so you in the instrument player do have sound too. So it does work. You can use speaker, but it's a much better idea to have headphones, so you won't get, I don't know what you say. So, like I said, now another thing too is some computer have only a microphone, a speaker out, and the line in. Some other computer have extra output, and the reason why they have an extra output is to have a what the heck this channel go up to. This will tell me how much. Okay, so it goes up to, this particular one will go up to 8 channel output. So if you imagine these extra channel output is for 8 channel for this. Now, as you can see, if you only have those output, you still can configure to the mod type. But here's the thing: once you configure to that, you're gonna lose your line in. So, but you don't need those extra speakers. But if you want to, just because, you can plug in random speaker, and it does work fine. So, yeah, so it does work fine. You can plug in extra speaker, and don't forget, if you go to the little monkey wrench and uncheck those, you can enable plug in 2 headphones into there. So, don't forget, we're not going to use a microphone, we use the line in, so, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, everybody, so, I got stuff laid out. Like I said, you need a, somewhat a musical instrument, like I said before, with a, output, with a, Molex or 3.5mm headphone jack, either or, whichever can work for you. Yes, so I went over the piano, so, yep. Next thing is a computer, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get going on that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is plug in this. So like I said, if it doesn't have the 3.mm jack, if you instrument have a coaxial, you want to put the adapters in, and you plug into the computer, into the line in, which is the blue port. So what I'm gonna do is plug it in right here. Plug it in. Clicked in. Get up front. And what I'm going to do at the back is connect it to the line in, which is the blue port, which you probably can't see. So we got that plugged in. As you can see, window is letting us know that our line in is plugged in, and we can launch Audacity, which I haven't closed. So we got Audacity up and running. Let's talk about the device itself. So as you can see right here, I got volume control, so I don't have to go over here mess with that. But if your device doesn't have no volume control, then you would have to go into the mixer, the window mixer, and go to the line in. That way you can raise and up and down your volume to control. So that's another thing too. So you have volume control. So once we do that, so let's dive into that. So as you can see, we got different options. We got speaker, which as you can see is output. The microphone. So what we're going to do to enable this is we're going to hit this down arrow. Now, for some reason, it doesn't display the full name. So, right over here, under this, we got line in. So, now usually on default, it's on the microphone input. So what you do is you go down arrow, line in. So let's click line in. So, we got line in on the computer. We got line in. Yeah, so that's all the basic step you need to know. So, another thing too with that is you got a volume control in Audacity, not window, in there. Then you got your sound out, so you can hear the playback, and you got your sound meter, so you got the sound output and input. So you got in and output, those are meter. So what we're gonna do is turn on the piano to this particular one. This is the PT82. So we're going to turn it to boom, and doing it loading offset. So we got it turn on, and what we're going to do is if we go to this way here, if we hit the down arrow, if we hit start monitoring it, then we got a idea. Now right now the instrument is making a lovely hissing noise, and that's why it's kinda, and funny enough, it's almost to 20 dB, so it's almost. So what you gotta do is we don't want to max out this meter. So if I hit a piano, see how it's not max out? So if we go high, if you imagine, if I have the volume like way to the max, of course you can hear it. We are at the max. We don't want to be at the max. So what we're gonna do is notch one volume down. Notch one down. Still maxing out. Okay. Still maxing out. And still maxing out. There we go. Come on. some reason it's maxing out this. Okay, there we go. So we don't want to max out the middle. We want to be right in that spot. Now we are a little bit over 20 dB, but here the thing is, we're not maxing out the volume. So what I'm going to do is set the camera down and play a little piano with you a bit, as you can see right here. So that's the thing too. Like I said, many YouTubers do use the software. So what I'm gonna do, like I said before, is put it down. Put the camera down. Alright, let's record. Stop recording this. Okay, so we got our sound in, as you can see. We got our in, and what I'm gonna do is trim this little baby up so I can see the extra audio. So if I see the little extra audio, so we got that, if I remember correctly. If I remember to cut it, so all I'm gonna do, if we have right click, there we go. We got to, this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna stop recording. I'm saying, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bink. Okay, we got that. Alright, so let's save this little thing. So, reminder point. Okay, file and export. So you don't do save as, you do export. So we're gonna export this musical song. And nice thing is I can overlay the song too. So it's in my recorded song folder that I made in Windows. Don't forget this little icon right here. I'm pretty sure that glare is, pretty sure this little glare is. Like I said, if you want to make a folder, here's your little folder to organize all that jazz. Organize all that. So I got that recorded. Oh, so we have it saved as MP3 too. So as you can see, as right here, we got MP3, that file type, as you can see right there. If we hit the down arrow on that, we got many different options for this. So let's read off. So you got wave format. So if you're a big fan of wave format, you can save it in Microsoft Wave. You got AC, C3, AM3, what the heck, MA, MB3, like I said, MP2 file. You can save your work in FLAC. org5 file. Then other, what the heck, uncompressed. So you got uncompressed. So you got many options to save. Like I said before, if you want to save the MP3 like I'm doing right here, don't forget download the lame file, which the lame file is a extension to it, so that's why I'm gonna save mine. Oh, I gotta name it. So we called playtime piano playtime piano. Let's save. Ooh, this is the fun part. You can name, so I can mark my territory on my little album. Or I can mark it. And what the heck years? 2014. And okay. And it exported the project too, so that's a nice thing. So it exported the project on it. So now, if we memorize this, if we go to my music folder, and if we go to recorded sound, as you can see right here, we got a MP3 music album, which if I play this, see how it sounds good. Play with some VLC media player, as you can. So you can see it played normal, as you can hear that the sound. Ooh, it's a Michael Payne. I feel so special. So if we exit out, so this is a MP3 that you can load any device with that, like I said. So this is how you can record your music in a fun and experimental way. So don't forget about that. So, yes, so back over to me. Shall we? Alright people, so I want to say this is a fun video, was fun to make. This is a fun way to make a fun and simple way and plug and play, very easy to do. I would say this line input is available on desktop computer only unless you got a high-end laptop with the built-in multi-channel that desktop normally have. So, I want to say thank you. I hope you have fun with this too. I'd be happy to see YouTube video people doing this stuff too. You can take any music instrument, as long as it's got a headphone output or a coaxial output, like I said before. You can do it in a simplest way I did. So, yes. So, I'm gonna end the video. That should be long enough. So, I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel or Google Plus me, whichever way it's work for you. Yes, you. Yes, you. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you like this style of content. And give me a comment. Don't forget. I really love to be interactive with you people. Don't forget. I know there's some people watching. I know they do. Leave a comment. Please. So, like I said, comment, like, and don't forget to rate and subscribe. Don't forget, you can support the channel with many ways. Donation, money donation, or buying my picture of Flickr. Don't forget, the email link will be below. Don't forget, anything you want to support the channel, don't forget to contact me first. I will give you a little more stuff if you want to donate awesome hardware stuff or support the channel. So, don't forget that. I will catch you next time, people. Ooh.